Hello. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm live. All right. Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to talk about the Chinese names. It's a very important topic for Chinese and also for Westerners, so you can understand how Chinese used the names and how we should address Chinese people by names. Okay, my name is Sophia Xiong, and I am the owner and founder of ChineseForKids.net. And this is a platform for parents, teachers, and students to find Chinese learning and teaching resources. So I'm so happy to be here today. Okay, and let's see. I hope everybody can hear me. If not, please let me know. Okay, yeah, so let's just dive in to today's topic. Today's topic is an introduction to Chinese names. How much do you know about Chinese names? You can see many Chinese people have names like Westerners, but the names are a little bit different. Let's have a look. So how does a Chinese name look like? So this is a very typical name, typical Chinese name, Zhang Wei. Let's see. So Zhang is the family name, and Wei is the given name. So as you can see, like any names in the West, Chinese names have two parts, the family name and the given name. And you can see they are a little bit different. What's the difference? The family name goes first. The given name goes second, right? So in English, let's make up one name, Tom Smith. A very easy name. So Tom is the given name, and Smith is the family name. However, in Chinese, a Chinese name, Zhang Wei, Zhang is the family name. Wei is the given name. Okay, so I believe now you can see the difference. In English, the given name goes first and the family name goes second. And in Chinese, however, the family name goes first and the given name goes the second. Why is that? Can you make a guess? Yes, you are right, because family names are very important in China. But now let's have a look. How does a Chinese name look like? So, Zhang Wei, this name, if we write the Chinese name in English, it shouldn't be Zhang Wei. We should write it in Wei Zhang, right? But many times when a foreigner looks at the name, it's quite confusing for them to figure out what is the surname, what is the first name. So that's one of the reasons why many Chinese people prefer to have an English name, a common English first name, so people know what is the surname, what is the first name. Okay, let's talk about the family names. So typically, the family names are passed from the father to the children. And women normally keep their surname upon marriage. So they don't follow the husband's surname. They will keep their surname, their own surname. So it's quite common when you see in a family, the husband and the wife have different surnames. That's totally normal in China. And the same surname many times unite families into a big clan where people show respect to the same ancestors. So it's that important. So many times, especially in countryside, you can find people worship the same ancestors simply because of the same surname. So for many Chinese, a stranger of the same surname is like a distant relative. So you feel close to the person even though you don't know him or her. And there are thousands of family names in China, but the top 100 surnames are shared by 85% of the population. So you don't need to know all of the thousands of family names in China. You just need to know maybe around 100 surnames, and they are good enough for you to get to know, have a good taste what Chinese family names look like. Okay, the top 3 surnames in mainland China in 2018 are Li, Wang, and Zhang. Look at them. They have very, very large population. Li, 7.9% of the Chinese population share the surname Li. Wang, 7.4%. Zhang, 7.1%. That's incredible, right? So if you know the top 3, the chances for you to meet people of the top 3 surnames is pretty high. Li, Wang, Zhang. And the top 20 Chinese surnames in 2018 are Li, Wang, Zhang, Liu, Chen, Yang, Zhao, Huang, Zhou, Wu, Xu, Sun, Hu, Zhu, Gao, Lin, He, Guo, Ma, Luo. Okay, those are the top 20 surnames in 2018. Many of them, right? Yeah. Do you happen to know anybody with one of the surnames in the list? Let me know. Look, we just saw all the top 20 surnames in 2018, and all of them are single character. But is that the case? Are all the Chinese surnames of single character? No, that's not the case. Yes, it's true. Most of the surnames are one character, but there are still surnames of double characters, such as Sima, Zhuge, Ouyang, Situ. And actually, there are some family names with 3 or more characters. One example is Ai Xin Jue Luo. This is a royal family name from the Qing dynasty. Ai Xin Jue Luo. Have you heard of those? Do you happen to know anybody of these surnames? Let me know. That can be interesting. Okay, when we talk about family names, we have to talk about one very important book, which is called 百家姓. Literally, it means 100 family names. 百家姓. So it's the family names from 100 families. Yeah. And this book is a very interesting book. It basically lists many surnames from China. And because it's very short, very easy to memorize, and all the characters are quite commonly used, this book is actually used for generations, for many, many years, by Chinese children to learn the Chinese. It's part of the Chinese culture. Okay, right now, after several editions, this book right now includes 568 surnames, which including 444 single character surnames and 124 double character surnames. It's still very relevant, very useful. So those are the top 16 characters in this book. So it starts with 赵钱孙李周吴郑王冯陈楚魏蒋沈韩杨. Okay, so there are several. Those, look, they are very short. It's every 4 characters in one phrase. It's very easy to be memorized. That's why it's used as one of the must-read children's books in the past. Okay, now let's talk about another very important question: how to use titles to address a person in China. It is different from in English. In English, we say Mr. somebody, we put the title in the front. But in China, we actually put the title behind the family name. So that is very different. You have to keep that in mind. Family name goes first and the title goes secondly. For example, 张老师, which means Mr. Zhang. Normally it is to be addressed, it is to be used to address a teacher. 张老师, 李同学, so it's classmate Li, it's to be used to address a classmate. 刘先生, so Mr. Liu. 先生 is a respectful form to call somebody. It can be Mr. or it can be a teacher as well. 刘先生. 吴小姐, Miss Wu. 陈女士, so Miss Chen. 王太太 or 王夫人, both are the same. 王太太, 王夫人, both mean Mrs. Wang. So you can see the title goes secondly, family name comes first. Okay, can you come up with one title to address a person, a Chinese person? Yep, I have one. If I want to say Professor Zhao, I can say 赵教授. So 教授 is professor and Zhao is the surname. So 赵教授 means Professor Zhao. As you can see, many times we don't really use the first name unless you are quite close with each other in China. Normally you would put the title after surname, after family name. Talking about the given name, that is the first name. First names are not like family names. They are not so formal. Family names, it's passed from generation to generation, from the father to the children. But the given names are normally given by parents or senior members of the family. So grandparents can be involved. Even some respectful relatives can be involved when a child is born. Normally, the name contains the best wishes, hopes from the earlier generation to the baby. And then normally it's made up of 1 or 2 characters. And theoretically, the characters can be any character, so and can contain any meaning. And it's quite interesting. So sometimes you can see some families give their babies, give their children a Chinese name of really difficult characters, rarely used characters, and even Chinese people find it hard to pronounce it. That happens. Okay, and for some Chinese given names, normally it's quite common for Chinese name for parents or grandparents to give a child a name based on the gender. So for boys, names implying strength, greatness, or courage are often given. For example, Wei, Ying, or Ping. For girls, however, the names containing beauty, elegance, or flowers are often given. For example, Li, Lan, Yu. Those are quite common girls' names. So, yeah. So there's another thing I want to mention about given names. In China, even within a family, it's almost impossible. You never hear a child calls his parents by name. But this is quite common in the West. Many times you can hear a child calls his father by the first name or the mother by the first name. It never happens in China. It is, if a child does so, it's viewed pretty badly in Chinese, according to Chinese people, because it shows disrespect. So normally a person calls his parents either 爸爸妈妈 or 父亲母亲. But within the family, 爸爸妈妈 is more used. By the same token, it's also very rare for siblings to call each other by first names. Normally, they would call 哥哥姐姐 if the other person is elder, or they call 弟弟妹妹 if they address to the younger sister or brother. So now let's come to the next one. What is your name? Do you know how to say it? 你叫什么名字? 你叫什么名字? You can repeat after me. 你叫什么名字? Yeah, okay, well done. The answer can be 我叫. Okay, take my name for example. My Chinese name is 熊书瑶. So I would say 我叫熊书瑶. Okay, now it's your turn. 你叫什么名字? 你叫什么名字? If you don't have a Chinese name, that's okay. You can say 我叫 and then use your own name. 你叫什么名字? 我叫. Okay, now, do you have any questions about Chinese names? If you have any questions, please leave a comment on ChineseForKids.net on this Facebook page, on the Facebook page ChineseForKids.net, or you can PM me, so send me a personal message to m.me/ChineseForKidsNet on Facebook. Well, you can also send me an email to info@ChineseForKids.net. So there are many ways you can reach me. Just choose one of the three and send me a message if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer it. Okay, this post, if you want to read more, this post is at ChineseForKids.net/Chinese-names. You can find it there. You can read everything I have talked about. Okay, I also want to ask you, have you visited our ebook store? So it is at ChineseForKids.net/ebook. Since you are interested in learning Chinese, you may be able to find some useful learning materials for your use. Okay? And thank you very much for joining me for this lesson. And for more Chinese for Kids teaching and learning materials, please visit ChineseForKids.net. And if you want to share this lesson opportunity, please share it with your friends. I'm so happy to be here. And thank you again very much. And see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.